Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down.
Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I would never ever fall.
I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now.
Oh yeah.
Feel like the man right now. Your girl.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They run it here with Thompson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Now Smith. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Hey, Sway. Here we go. 47.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. The give is to Elliott. And some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Get out.
Off the play fake, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Check. We're going to 54. Why in?
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, he got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On second down, here's Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Thompson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Let's go, 15. Geiger. Go right.
From the gun, here's Smith, escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going for it. It's Smith. Steps away. Jordan Reed has it. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Smith on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Smith completes it right side to Doxson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here's Tressway now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
That guy running right through it. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do?
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Airing one out for Crowder. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
It's coming now.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, get back, let's go, get out, get out.
Second down, Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here you go. Here you go. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
47. 46. Gun.
Prescott now on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Hustle. It's coming now. There you go. 47. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Chris Conley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air, Smith on second down. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Swing to the field, right. To the right.
10th carry now for Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 46. Hey, here we go, 488. Here we go, 46. Here we go, get out. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go, 488. Here we go, 46. 26.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Following the fumble recovery, Smith flush to his right. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first down, Smith got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Prescott out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Switch is 8. Hey, we go 180. We go 46. Get out, get out. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds Coleman. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go, get out there. Switch is 8. 41's the will. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Hey. You got 3. Here we go. 187. 26. Gun. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. It was Orlando Scandrick the one that time to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And give them a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game, but one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. David Irving in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. A shotgun snap for Smith. It's brought in by Doxson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, gun.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They get it to him running left. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here you go. Get out. Here we go, 47. Get out. Here we go, 46. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
41's the will.
A give to Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Hustle.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Tackle made there by Mason Foster.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Swing to the field, right. To the right. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 46.
Now Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, there you go. You said someone was going to have to step up, force a turnover. That's exactly what they needed.
Yeah, now they need to capitalize, get this back to a one-score game. From there, anything can happen.
After the interception, here's Smith. And some room to maneuver. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On. Let's settle in. Come on, we're good. Hey, let's roll. No, right.
To throw on second down is Smith. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson. Third down here.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at third and a few inches. Throwing is Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll run to Thompson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Smith now on second down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return will stop right around the 25. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Let's go, get out.
Throwing here, Prescott. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Let's go, get out, get out. 26.
Right back to him on first down. Room here to run. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Get out.
They'll run with Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, you got 3. Switch, and 8. We go 46. 26.
Prescott from the gun. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Well, Prescott here to throw. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Chris Conley, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
One last throw here for Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time